While there are many videos out there focusing on size and power of war machines, and even quite a few focused on 40K's engines of war, we haven't really seen any that compares the speed of these vehicles of the grim dark, and so here we took it upon ourselves to fulfill this goal. And so we have dived deep into the lore and researched quite a lot in order to bring it to you guys. This topic of the 20 fastest land vehicles of the Imperium of Man. Let's get to it. At number 20 we have the Warhound Scout Titan. These are the Scout Titans that are smaller than Battle Titans but still larger than Knights. They function as scouts of the battle maniples, and they are usually deployed ahead of the main battle group, and they operate in pairs in order to outmaneuver larger Titans should they encounter in the battlefield. According to the Forge World's Imperial Armor books, the Warhound Scout Titan is apparently able to travel at 58 km per hour on road and 42 km per hour off-road, which means that these here are faster than most Imperial heavy tanks and indeed way faster than super heavy tanks. Number 19. The Steg 4 Light Battle Tank. This was used by both the Imperium and the Chaos factions during the Sabbath World's Crusade. It is smaller and lighter than most Imperial tanks and was built on the Forge World of Odesh. The tank moves on 6 large tires and has bright headlamps, and in the snowy areas the tires can be fitted with chains for better grip. The Steg 4 tank can reach a top speed of about 68 km per hour. Number 18. The Predator Tank. So according to the Predator Tank poster of White Dwarf 270, we see that the Predator moves using 4 powerful Mark II Morse pattern engines that burn fuel to create strong thrusts. Together these engines produce about 2800 horsepower and allows the tank to travel up to 1000 km before needing more fuel. On roads, the Predator can reach a speed of 68 km per hour, while off-road it moves at about 50 km per hour. 17. The Chimera and the Hellhounds. The Chimera is the main armored transport of the Imperial Guard, the Astra Militarum, and it is used to safely carry soldiers into battle. It is tough, reliable and fast, and its strong design has been used as the base chassis for many different Imperial vehicles for thousands of years. The Hellhound, for example, sometimes called the Dragon, is a flame tank used by the Imperial Guard, and it is built on the same base as the Chimera. The Hellhound is armed with powerful weapons, including an Inferno cannon. Because they are based on the same chassis and engine, they have the same top speed of 70 km per hour. 16. The Rhino and Razorbacks. The Rhino is a common armored transport used by the Imperium to carry soldiers safely into battle. The Rhino is strong, reliable and easy to adapt, which has led to many variants. These include the Razorback, the Whirlwind and the Immolator. The Rhino chassis is also fairly fast for a heavily armored vehicle, with a top speed of about 70 km per hour. While the Predator is also based on the same chassis, its armament and armor makes it a little bit slower. Number 15. The Leman Russ Main Battle Tank. The Leman Russ is surprisingly fast for its size and it being a main battle tank of the Astra Militarum. It leads huge tank attacks and it is one of the most important weapons of the Imperium. The Leman Russ is tough, reliable and built to keep fighting even in harsh conditions. These tanks are used by almost every Astra Militarum regiment. In one story, I've quite forgotten which one, but I remember that a group of the tanks was supposed to cover a distance of 13 clicks, which means 13 kilometers, and it would do so in 11 minutes, which translates to 71 kilometers per hour at top speed. 14. The Questoris Knights. The Questoris Knight pattern is the most common type of Imperial Knight in the Imperium. It is a huge 30-foot tall walking war machine that can carry powerful weapons like battle cannons, Gatling cannons, and giant melee chainsaws or even gauntlets. These knights are very flexible and can fight both at long range and up close. The Mechanicus has never really given an official speed estimate for these machines, but based on how they move in the Dawn of War 3 trailer, they seem pretty fast for their size. Our estimate is that a Questoris Knight can run about 70 to 80 km per hour when charging into battle. Number 13. The Enforcer Scarab Patrol Cruiser. The Enforcer Scarab Patrol Cruiser is a fast and powerful ground vehicle used by planetary enforcers in the Calixis sector. It has 4 or 6 wheels and is built to handle transport duties and control riots. The Scarab is heavily armored and it is equipped with sirens, loud hailers and even weapon mounts to deal with dangerous situations. The Scarab can reach a top speed of 100 km per hour, with a normal cruising speed of around 50 km per hour. Number 12. The Salamander Scout. This is a vehicle that is built using the Chimera chassis, but it is lighter and less heavily armored. The Salamander Scout is made mainly for scouting and not heavy fighting, so it carries light weapons and relies on speed to stay safe. These vehicles move ahead of the main army to spot enemy forces and report what they see. Because of this vehicle is a very important part of the armored regiment's reconnaissance units, and it often operates at the front of an attack, and it is lightweight, which gives it a top speed of around 100 km per hour. Number 11. The Pegasus. The Pegasus Armored Scout Car is a very fast vehicle used by the Imperial Guard to scout ahead of the main army. Recon units use it to find enemy positions and report back, making them the army's eyes and ears. Older vehicles like the Chimera and the Lehman Russ were too slow for this job, so the Pegasus was created by combining a strong engine of the Lehman Russ with a smaller, lighter Chimera body. It also uses a 4-wheel drive, which helps it move quickly across rough terrain and stay stable on rough ground. Because of this design, which means a bigger engine of the Rhino with a lighter Chimera body, it will likely get speeds of over 100 km per hour. Number 10. The Taurus. The Taurus Rapid Assault Vehicle is a tough all-terrain vehicle used by the Imperium, especially on dangerous frontier worlds. It is known for being reliable and able to handle rough land where bigger vehicles cannot go to. The Taurus is thus often used by explorator teams and sometimes even by outlaws and renegades. Some versions are specifically made for the Imperial Guard units like the Elysian Drop Troops and the Cadian Kasrkin, and they are used for fast insertion drops via Valkyrie aircraft. So, because of the elite units using these, their top speed must in any case be in the triple digits. Number 9. The Impulsor. The Impulsor is a fast, lightly armored transport used mainly by the Vanguard Space Marines. It uses advanced anti-gravity technology similar to the Repulsor, but while the Repulsor is slow due to its armor and weapons, which makes it slightly faster than a Land Raider, the Impulsor on the other hand is fast and agile. Thus these engines let it move quickly and glide over obstacles like trenches, rivers and toxic ground. Its open-backed design allows it to carry a full squad of Space Marines straight into the middle of a fight, which makes it perfect for a sudden attack or for fast flanking moves. The Impulsor, which is seen as quite a fast unit, will likely reach top speeds of over 100 km per hour, but on stable surfaces. Number 8. The Armiger Knights. So armature pattern knights are the smaller type of knights. They move on the edges of the battlefield, spotting their larger allies and chasing down enemies. Armigers are often compared to hunting hounds, running ahead or to the sides of their powerful knight lords as they go to war. They possess exceptional speed, able to outpace most battle tanks. In the story Blood Oath by Phil Kelly, the smaller knights, which means the armigers, can keep up with even the White Scar's attack bikes. So if a normal attack bike can cruise around 110 km per hour as seen in the Death Watch RPG, that means the armigers would also be around the same speed, 110 km per hour. At number 7 we have the Imperial Guard Bikes, which means motorcycles. Some Rough Rider units of the Imperial Guard use mechanical bikes instead of animals. These bikes are used in similar ways for fast attacks, scouting, and quick strikes against the enemy. These bikes would likely be rugged and adapted for rough terrain, like dirt bikes or the adventure bikes like the KTM 1290 ADV or the Triumph Tiger 900. So, as you can see, I am a motorcyclist enthusiast. I can't resist including these here. Anyway, in the grimdark, Rough Rider bikes would indeed be very fast and would of course reach a top speed of anywhere between 100 to 200 km per hour here. Number 6. Space Marine bikes are very strong and dangerous vehicles, and they are used for fast attacks, scouting and for recon. They are built with powerful engines so they can carry a fully armored Space Marine at very high speeds and still turn and maneuver easily in battle. These bikes are made for rough terrain and can be used almost anywhere. They are simple and tough, so Space Marines can fix them in the field with very little effort. The bikes are so strong that they can smash through concrete walls without hurting the rider. Each bike is heavily built, weighs close to a ton and can reach speeds of around 200 miles per hour, which means 320 km per hour even on rough terrain and on mountainous areas. Number 5. The Space Marine Graph Bikes. So graph bikes are extremely fast Imperial hovercrafts used by Subaden Khan during the era Indominus, and possibly by other Space Marines as well. They move at incredible speeds, allowing their riders to strike enemies before they can react. Each graph bike is armed at the front with an onslaught Gatling cannon, which can easily tear through lightly armored troops and vehicles. After firing, the graph bikes can race straight through the enemy lines, using their speed and firepower to cause chaos and then escape just as quickly. And of course, they would travel at around the same speed as the assault bikes. Number 4. The Space Marine Land Speeder. So land speeders are light, fast hovering land vehicles which are used by Space Marines mainly for scouting, quick attacks, resupply and reconnaissance. They use special anti-gravity plates that let them hover and move. These plates are placed near the front and around the cockpit, which creates a force that lifts the vehicle off the ground, while powerful engines push it forward at high speed. Land speeders can reach heights of up to 100 meters high, but they are usually ground-hogging vehicles. There are many variants of these land speeders and they are all super fast, like the Proteus, Tornado, Storm and Typhoon variants, which have top speeds of around 350 km per hour, while the Tempest being a bit slower at 300. Number 3. The Storm Speeder. So Storm Speeders are advanced anti-gravity vehicles used by the Primaris Space Marines. They were created by Belisarius Cawl during the Primaris project, and they have a mix of very old Imperial technology with the new powerful graph tech used by the repulsor tanks. Storm Speeders look similar to classic land speeders, and they do many of the same jobs like scouting and fast attacks, but they are bigger and much more heavily armed. Even with their extra size and weapons, they still stay very agile, allowing the Primaris Space Marines to strike quickly and move out before the enemy can react. Now at number 2 we have the Space Marine Jet Bikes. A jet bike is of course going to be faster than a two-wheeler assault bike or even a graph bike. Although largely extinct in the Imperium, they have been recently revived by Belisarius Cawl. These are tough, fast and highly maneuverable vehicles that are powered by advanced anti-gravity technology that allows them to hover above any surface while being propelled by powerful jets or rocket engines. Variants include the Scimitar, the Shamshir and others of the Astartes. While specific maximum speeds vary in lore, advanced anti-gravity jet bikes allow for extreme speeds, with some specialized models designed to reach or exceed 400 km per hour or more than 250 miles an hour. And at the number 1 spot, the fastest are of course the Custodes jet bikes. These, which include the Gerfalcon, the Paragon and the Dawn Eagle, are far more advanced than anything used by Imperial forces and even Space Marines, and they are built purely for speed, strength and endurance. Amongst them, the Dawn Eagle is the most famous and commonly seen. All Custodes bikes or jet bikes are incredibly fast with top speeds described as almost supersonic, which means that they can move close to the speed of sound. This means at sea level, with 1 atmospheric pressure, that's close to 1200 km per hour, and that's insanely fast. Of course, you might be wondering, what about the Caladius, the Coronus, the Pallas or the Graph Raider and the Graph Rhinos of the Custodes? For these, we can't seem to find any mention of speed or estimate of speed anywhere in the lore, so these here are just in the notable mentions. And so with that, we come to the end of this video. Now do hit the like button for support, and also for the ones holding their phones in their hands, you know the drill, hit the hype option to push this content further to help us. Also subscribe to be a part of Legio Nutbug, and till the next time, take care boys.